not have happened without all of your support. We'd like to start off the night by thanking and acknowledging the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Squamish, on whose traditional and unceded territories we teach, learn, live, and perform. We'd also like to thank Ms. Bazran, who is one of our school admins who is here today to support us. Just some courtesy before we begin. We'd appreciate if you kept all your feet off the seat at all times. We'd also appreciate it if you kept your phones away, as recording and taking photos are not allowed, as we are back in the 1800s. We would also appreciate it if you would remain in your seats for the entire production. However, we will have a 15-minute intermission between our first and second act. Talking is prohibited during the show, however, we highly encourage laughter. And with that, we present to you Night 2 of The Groom Has Cold Feet.
Morning, Mabel.
Howdy, Mabel. Morning, Mabel. Good morning.
Howdy, Mabel.
Good morning, Mabel. Morning. Morning, Mabel. Morning, Mabel. Howdy, Mabel. Good morning, Mrs. Cratchit.
Morning, Mabel.
Morning, Sheriff. You off on your rounds?
Nah, I gotta head over to the livery stable. Seems as though Cyrus thinks the rats are eating too much of his grain. Wants me to arrest him.
Never a dull moment in Pine Grove.
Ain't that right, Mabel?
Sheriff.
Morning, Mabel.
Morning, Milton. What brings you to town?
I'm looking for a job.
A job?
Yeah, my daddy tells me I'm a good for nothing, and that no one in their right mind will give me a job. I told him I knows I could get a job, and I'd be a right good worker. He said that there's more of a chance that pigs will fly than I give me a job. And I'm here to prove him wrong. So, you think he'll give me a job, Mabel?
Me? Give you a job? Well, I don't... Milton, I just can't give you a job.
Why not?
Why not? Business at the store is real slow and they're just in enough work to hire someone right now.
Shucks. You know anyone who might want to hire me?
Hire you? Well, why don't you try Cyrus down at the livery stable? I reckon he might need someone to keep out the rats.
I'll do that. Thanks, Mabel.
Anytime, Milton. Thank you, Mabel. Good day, Mrs. Cratchit.
Howdy, Mabel.
Morning, Harley. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a wife.
Oh, what? Harley, I'm sorry, but I don't sell any of those in the mercantile. Why are you looking for a wife?
Well, you see, ever since Ma and Pa died, I've been all alone out here on my farm. I thought I'd come to town and pick me up a wife.
But you can't just pick up a wife. You need to court her.
Court her?
Yes, you know, you need to meet someone and take her on Sunday rides. Maybe picnic on a sunny day. Take her to the hoedown, dance a little. Oh, I'm sorry, Harley. I don't know what came over me. Anyway, you need to get to know a lady before I ask her to be your wife.
Ain't got time for that.
That's how you are. You need to sweep a lady off her feet.
Sweep her off her feet. I ain't even got a broom.
I can sell you a broom, Harley, but not a wife.
Ah, shucks. I was figuring on joining in on that wedding that's coming up.
There's a wedding coming up?
Yeah, heard about it just today. Well, I think I'll just keep looking. Thank you, Mabel.
There's going to be a wedding. Oh, I do love weddings. Della!
United States, is there a fire somewhere?
No.
Somewhere around the bank?
No.
Isn't Mrs. Patrick on for her husband 6 feet under?
No, something better.
Something better?
Yes.
Well, I understand it. Tell me quick.
Well, I heard it from a very reliable source who heard it from, I don't probably know where they heard it, but
Who cares? Out with it.
there's going to be a wedding.
A wedding? Ooh, I do love a wedding.
We have got so much to do. Why we have to plan the decorations and a location. It has to be someplace romantic and beautiful.
over pine trees that would be just lovely. We could set the altar right next to the creek and set up tables in the shade. There's always a cool breeze in the grove, and it's a big enough space for our needs. But if the park said no, we could have it just outside of town where the little bridge goes over the gully near the grove. It doesn't have the shade that the park place has, but it might be a fine place for a wedding. We could set the altar right at the end of the bridge, and family and friends could sit next to the grove. But then again, if they don't mind traveling a ways, we could have it on the hilltop about a mile or so out of town. You can see the whole town and valley from up there. It would be a beautiful spot. Oh, maybe have an evening wedding so we can see the sunset with the couple standing on the top of the hill. And with that view, it would be so romantic.
Beverly, Beth, Elson, I just heard some great news.
Did the stagecoach man our shipment of lace?
No, the merchant house still plumbed out. How about that, Mrs. Cratchit? She shoot her husband yet? Don't we wish? No, that ain't it.
But what is it?
Well, Melbo heard from a very reliable source, heard from a very reliable source.
Who cares? That was it.
It's gonna be a wedding.
A wedding? That's just what this town needs, a wedding.
There's so much planning to do. We gotta pick just the right colors. I personally pink and maybe blue. Pink for the ladies, maybe blue for gentlemen. But I've seen other colors that go quite nice together. Purple and white are a good combination. We got a purple tablecloth with white balls in each corner and a white round in the middle. But of course, we might want to have a few purple balls and everything with just a few white balls to break up with the purple. But then again, it's peach. There's a softness to it. But what all goes to peach? Maybe light green, the colors can rest in the middle.
Caroline, have you heard the news?
No, don't tell me Milton shot himself in the foot again.
No, he didn't shoot himself in the foot again.
Did Mrs. Cratchit finally shoot her husband?
No, not yet.
Then what is it that has you so fired up?
Well, now I heard it from Mabel, we heard it from a very reliable source, we heard it from...
Get on with it before I start shooting someone!
There's gonna be a wedding!
A wedding? How wonderful!
We have so much fun to do, we have to...
Wait, Beverly, who's getting married?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I reckon I didn't get that part of the story.
Della!
Who's getting married?
I don't rightly know. Beverly, this Tom is getting married?
I don't know.
You
don't know who's getting married?
Getting married? That will be Albert.
Albert? Albert is getting married? That can't be.
Impossible.
Who in their right mind would marry Albert?
That will be Kayla May Blossom.
Kayla May?
Mabel, have you seen Mr. Todd?
No, not this morning. Check down in his office.
I'll do that. Thanks, Mabel.
Kayla May blossoming Albert Webster. I'm shocked.
I'm shaking.
I'm stunned.
I'm furious.
Furious?
Furious that we had to hear this from Milton. We have lost our touch, ladies. It is our job to get the information first and then spread it through town. We must be better informed.
I completely agree. We must start eavesdropping on more conversations.
And spying on others? And start reading other people's mail?
It's our duty.
Especially since one of the newspapers to keep everyone informed.
We're like the town criers.
Mrs. Mayfield, I pay you to tend the mercantile, not to stand out in the middle of the street gossiping.
We're not gossiping, Mr. Webster.
I stand corrected.
Mr. Webster, is it true you'll be getting married?
Word travels fast in the Pony Express in this town.
That is true?
Yes, it's true. I was thinking of having the wedding right here in the middle of the street, being above the street from both sides.
Wait. You're thinking of having a wedding in the middle of the street? What, you think you own the whole town?
He does own the whole town, Caroline.
Well, yeah, that may be so, but doesn't make it right to block up the streets?
We'll just have to see about that. Mrs. Mayfield, the mercantile.
I'll get right back to work, Mr. Webster.
So, what about you ladies into town on this fine morning?
I was heading to the mercantile,
Well, don't let me keep you.
Mr. Webster.
If you'll excuse me.
Good day, Mr. Webster.
Good day, Mrs. Pickens.
Mr. Webster,
Yes, what is it?
I've been looking for me a job. Mabel told me to check with Cyrus. Cyrus told me to check with Mr. Todd. And Mr. Todd told me to check with you. So, you think you can give me a job? Must have tickled your funny bone.
Go ask the sheriff. He was looking for a deputy. Perhaps he's a fool.
The sheriff. I have to find me the sheriff.
Mr. Webster,
Yes, what is it, Mr. Buckley?
was wondering if I could talk to you for a moment.
You are talking to me?
So I am.
Get on with it, Mr. Buckley. I don't have all day.
Yes, of course. As you know, my loan payment's coming up soon, and I was wondering if I could have a little more time to come up with the money.
Mr. Buckley, I am a businessman. I make loans to people, and they pay it back with interest on a monthly basis. That's how it works.
Yes, I know, but
But a word that means accept. Yet, however, on the contrary, all meanings that tell me you can't do what you know you should. It's not my problem you fell into hard times and then your crops failed. It's not my problem at all. It is yours, and please do not make your problems mine.
but I don't have the money.
Then no one must be. If you don't make your payment, then your land is mine.
But you can't take my land.
I have a contract in my office that says otherwise, and you signed it.
Yes, I know, but
You must stop using that word, Mr. Buckley. You'll simply have to come up with a payment by the end of the month, or hand over your land to me.
I could pay you in chickens.
I don't need your chickens, Mr. Buckley.
What?
Not even once. I need cold, hard cash.
Surely we can come to some sort of agreement.
We have. You pay me on time, your land is mine.
But
However, being that this is a special occasion for me, I would be willing to forgo this month's payment in exchange for a small deed.
anything, Mr. Webster, anything.
I understand you're recording KLMA Blossom.
Yes, I was corner, but she broke it off. After her pa died, things haven't been going so well for her and her mom.
Yes, a truly sad story.
I know Kayla May will come back to me. She just needs some time. What does this have to do with my loan?
Oh, nothing really. I don't know if you've heard that I am getting married.
Married?
Yes, tomorrow, right here on Main Street. This came up rather suddenly, and I haven't had time to find the best man.
Best man?
Yes. I wouldn't suppose you will be my best man in Leo this month's payment.
Me? As your best man? But
So you like that word, don't you, Mr. Buckley? A simple yes or no will do. Yes means you get to keep your land for at least another month. And no, he's gotta go home and start packing.
how about 2 months?
Do not start negotiating with me, Mr. Buckley. Is it a take it or leave it deal?
I have no choice. I guess I'll have to take it then.
Then it's settled. Tomorrow, here and wear your finest suit.
Mr. Webster?
Yes?
Who are you marrying?
Kayla May Blossom.
Kayla May? You can't marry my Kayla May!
She's not yours anymore, Mr. Buckley. And soon, she will be mine.
Why, I have the mind to take my knife to you, Mr. Webster.
You might have the mind, but you do not have the guts. See you tomorrow, Mr. Buckley, and wear your finest suit.
We're too sourcing mad, Pa.
Yeah, I wonder what's got him all upset.
Maybe he's mad because he lives in a boring town.
A boring town?
Yeah, Pa, we need some action around here, like a bank robbery, or saloon brawl, or maybe even a killing.
Sarah, you bite your tongue. I work hard to keep this town law-abiding, and we do not need a bank robbery, a saloon brawl, and definitely not a killing.
But I never got to see a hanging before.
And you ain't gonna see one. At least I hope not. It is my job to keep the peace in this town, and I aim to do it.
I sure wish you were so good at your job, Pa. Can I help you when something does happen here in town?
Well, I don't know, Sarah. Things can get a little dangerous.
Please, Pa, please.
Violent killing just ain't the thing for a youngin'.
Ah, please, Pa.
Sarah! You know I hate seeing you cry! All right!
I'll take that as a yes. I'll keep my eye on suspicious activity.
You do that.
No! You can't do this!
Of course I can. I own this place. And like I said, you're fired.
But you said you were gonna marry me!
I got a better offer.
Just where am I supposed to go?
This is a saloon, not a homeless shelter. Why don't you go and find those cowboys you're always hanging on?
You pay me to hang on them!
Not anymore, sweet pea.
Lucky I can't get my hands around your neck, Albert. I would squeeze until your head popped off.
Goodbye, Darlene.
Is everything okay, Darlene?
No! That no-count Albert is gonna find himself dead someday, and I hope that I'm the one to do it. That would be a crime, Pa!
Don't worry. Darlene's just a little upset right now. She ain't gonna be harming Albert.
Don't see why not. Albert's a bad man.
That is Mr. Webster to you.
Then Mr. Webster's a bad man.
Well, many people would agree with you on that. But being a bad man ain't against any law.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Morning, Harley. I don't think I've ever seen you in town early in the morning.
Yeah, I set off real early so I could find me a wife.
A wife?
Harley.
Yeah, it's getting kind of lonely out there on my farm. You know, Mom and Pa died.
You know, Harley, a wife isn't just something you can pick up at the mercantile like a sack of potatoes.
That's what Mabel tells me. Say, Sheriff, you know anyone who might be, like, interested in a man?
Sorry, Harley. I don't know anybody who's looking to be a wife. At least not that fast. Most ladies like a formal courting period before they even think about marriage.
In your case, a year or two?
Sarah, be nice.
Ain't got time for that. I need to go slaughter hogs later today.
Smells like you've been laying with those hogs.
You know, you might have a fine chance to find yourself a wife if you take a bath first.
Heck, my bath isn't until next month.
I think this was that day.
Well, I'll just keep looking.
You do that, Harley.
See ya.
Bye, Harley.
I don't think Harley has turned on his brain in years.
Yeah, sure seemed like his candle went out. Well, I gotta make my rounds.
I'll come with you, Pa. You never know what's gonna cry my hairpin.
Do not get underfoot.
Me underfoot where you won't even know I'm here, Pa. I'll be as quiet as a mouse.
That would be a day.
Do you think Darlene might hop on me? I have been your best friend since we were little, Cameron. I think you owe me the courtesy to tell me what's bothering you. Gladys, I don't think you're gonna like what I have to say. I don't have to like it. I just need to hear it. I fixed it so Mama can keep our land. Oh, well, that's wonderful, delightful, magnificent, lovely, gorgeous. Oh, ever since your pa died, you and your mom have been trying to keep the farm. I can't believe that no good Mr. Webster was trying to take your land right from underneath you. Someday the man's gonna cross over and put it 6 feet under.
Morning, Kayla May. Gladys, have you seen the sheriff?
No?
Well, I'm looking for him.
Have you looked in the livery stable?
Yep,
Mr. Todd's office?
yep.
Have you looked in the sheriff's office?
Now, why did I think of looking for him in the sheriff's office?
Check there.
I'll do that. Thanks, Kayla May. Gladys.
I know.
So, if you got your land back, why are you so upset?
It's what I have to do to get our land back.
And what is that?
I have to marry Albert Webster. I know you think I'm crazy, but I'm doing it for my mama.
You're gonna marry Albert Webster!
I have to, Gladys. I have no choice.
But you ruined your entire life by marrying that man, Kayla May!
But at least my mom will get the land that her and Paul worked so hard for.
But Mr. Webster is the meanest,
Gladys.
ugliest, cruelest,
Gladys, I get your point, Gladys, but my mind is made up. Sometimes a woman has to do what's best for her family, and that's me marrying Albert.
But what about you?
I'll be fine. It won't be so bad.
Bad? It'll be the worstest,
Gladys.
unhealthiest,
Gladys.
ungodliest,
Gladys.
ugliest.
I should have never gotten you that dictionary for your birthday. Please, won't you support me as a friend?
What I should do is poison Mr. Webster. Nobody would give it a second thought if he came up
You
there.
knows you can't do that.
Oh, I know. What your mom have to say about all this?
Oh, she's hopping mad. She tried to talk me out of it all night. But I gotta do this.
I can tell that your mind is made up.
Yeah.
Haven't seen the sheriff yet?
No?
And why his pump fell off the earth?
Why are you looking for the sheriff?
So I can see pigs fly.
Did he just say,
Milton, don't try and understand him.
Gladys, will you be my maid of honor?
Me? Why, of course I won't give it me. We're best friends.
Thanks, Gladys. I gotta get me a wedding dress.
Maybe it should be black.
Gladys.
Sorry.
I have a white dress that we can add some lace to make a nice wedding dress. The mercantile's all out of lace, but
I'm gonna have some at home. We can go check.
okay. Now that we'll go around, what's next?
Well, we just hang around and make sure everything stays peaceful.
Sheriff, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
And why might
find you. What else I can look for you?
Well, I guess that makes sense. What can I do for you?
Here's you. Need a deputy.
I do. You know anybody who might be interested?
I do. Me.
You. You know anybody else who might be interested?
Nope. Just me.
Well, that's what I was afraid of. You see, being a deputy is a demanding job. You have to be strong. Fair. And intelligent.
I can count all the way to 10.
Ah, that's real nice. I don't know, Milton. I don't think it's the right kind of job for you.
Please, Sheriff, give me a chance. I'll show you I can do it.
Well,
You ain't really thinking of Hamilton. Why, he's never supposed to fill that in the wing.
well, nobody else wants the job.
What about me?
Milton, you got the job.
My God! I'm a deputy now. Do I get a badge?
I suppose so. There's one on my desk.
My daddy says pigs will fly before I ever get me a job. I've never seen pigs fly before. I'm gonna get me that badge.
You do that.
Pa, how could you have Milton as your deputy?
Well, everybody deserves a chance.
Yeah, but Milton! Mr. Webster, you come out here right this minute!
Mrs. Blossom? What a pleasant surprise. And what can I do for you?
I would like to talk with you.
Very well. Won't you come in?
I will not. I'm a lady, and a lady does not enter the saloon. I insist you come here.
Very well. Now, what can I do for you?
I want you to call off the wedding with my daughter, Kayla May.
And why would I do that?
Because it's a decent thing to do. I know why Kayla May has agreed to marry you, and I won't stand for it.
Kayla May made a decision on her own. She's a big girl.
But your price is too high to pay. I demand that you call an end to this wedding right now.
I would think you'd be happy to have everyone plan that.
Not if my daughter has to marry an evil man.
Come, Mrs. Blossom. You can't believe all the things they say about me. I'm not as bad as they say.
You weren't so nice when you came to my home last week and told me to pay up or get off my land.
Business, Mrs. Blossom. It was merely business.
And bribing my daughter to marry you, was that just business?
Let's just say that Kayla May and I came to an agreement. I can assure you there was no bribe.
I don't believe you, Mr. Webster.
And I don't really care if you believe me or not. I will be marrying your daughter tomorrow right here in front of the saloon. Without your blessing.
You're an evil man, Mr. Webster. If you ever come close to my land again, I'll run a pitchfork through your heart.
Well then, I'll make sure that my wife, Kayla May, and I never come for a visit. Good day, Mrs. Blossom.
I'm telling you, I heard it myself. Right over there, Hazel Blossom said she was gonna run a pitch right through Mr. Webster's heart. Something about bribing Kayla May.
From that very spot, I heard Virgil Baptiste is gonna take his neck to Mr. Webster. Mr. Webster has so many enemies here in town. Sooner or later, anyone will join away with them. Might as well be Virgil.
He's gonna have to beat Darlene to it. She said that someday Albert will find herself dead, and she hopes she'd be the one to do it by strangling him. He stormed off down the street, probably going to get some gloves. Do you think we should tell the sheriff?
Why, he can't do anything.
Not until Mr. Webster finds himself dead.
Then it'll be too late for him. He'll have cold feet.
I just think we should keep our eyes and ears open.
Sheriff, I've been studying these your wanted posters, and I think we got some criminals here in town.
Milton.
Look, this drawing looks just like Mrs. Crosby.
Milton. Mrs. Crosby does not have a mustache and a beard.
But if you imagine the beard and mustache gone, it looks just like her.
Milton, It is not Mrs. Crosby.
I don't know, Pa. Mrs. Crosby could use a shave.
How about this one? If you hold it out and squint, it looks just like.
Milton, leave the wanted posters alone.
But Sheriff,
No. Milton, the first thing you need to know about being a deputy is follow orders. Now leave these wanted posters alone.
oh, all right, Sheriff.
You should have made me deputy, Pa. I always do as you say.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I would like to inform you that I am getting married to Kayla May Blossom. The wedding will be tomorrow morning, right here in front of the saloon on Main Street. I would like to invite everyone to this special event. I will also be having a drawing for prizes for those who attend. So, be sure to attend, and you may win a prize. This will truly be a special day for not only me and my beautiful bride, Kayla May, but also for some of you. I'll see you all tomorrow morning.
Wow, this is just great. It's just what this town needs. This is bring all the routines into our town. Nothing good is going to come from this.
Maybe now we get some action around here.
I just don't think it's proper to entice people to come to a wedding by offering a prize.
I agree. Just ain't right.
You mean you ain't gonna come to the wedding?
Of course I am.
Me too.
I'm not winning me a prize.
Grove?
I think he's asking if this is Pine Grove.
Oh, yes, this is Pine Grove.
Albert Webster?
You'll find Mr. Webster over there at the saloon.
You coming for the wedding?
No, just Albert Webster.
Sure seems as though a lot of people are looking for Mr. Webster.
That he does.
Come on, everybody. I'll finish up your orders.
How did you find me? I guess that doesn't matter.
Where's my money?
Your money? Oh, it's safe.
Where?
Well, when I say it's safe, it doesn't mean I have it.
What?
I invested it.
I want my money now!
I don't have your money right now. It's all tied up in loans.
Now!
Okay, I'll get it. I could cancel my wedding and foreclose on the Blossoms farm. Would that be enough?
More.
More? All right. I suppose I could foreclose on Virgil Buckley's place too. That would be more than enough, wouldn't you say?
5.
After this, we're done. I don't want you hanging around me anymore.
All I want is my money.
It will take me a few days to get things arranged.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay, fine. Tomorrow. Listen, you can't hang around town. I don't want the sheriff to get suspicious. He might start asking questions. Just camp north of town for the night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Don't run out on me.
Don't worry, I won't run.
all know that well. He kind of has cold feet. Well, I mean, that's not too nice to say. I mean to say that he's been killed dead, which does have a tendency to give one cold feet. Frankly, I'm a bit glad on account of Mr. Webster and I didn't get along. I think Helen May would have been better off marrying that Bixie boy just up the road. He ain't rich like Mr. Webster, but he's a friend more nicer, kinder, enjoyabler, agreeabler.
Gladys, go on.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, that Bixie boy is nicer than Mr. Webster ever was. I guess it means I ain't gonna be the maid of honor anymore on account of Helen May's groom has been murdered. My gosh, I already said that. Now why'd I come out here? Oh yeah, did y'all see Helen May come through here?
She went running that way, Gladys, but the sheriff said everyone has to stay here.
Oh, I do hope Killer May's okay.
Everybody stay put.
Yes, Sheriff.
What about Virgil? He got up and walked right out of town.
Milton, did you let Virgil leave?
Was he not supposed to?
What part of don't let anybody leave do you not understand?
The Virgil part.
Well, you go on finding him and bring him back here.
Yes, Sheriff.
Well, Sheriff, what happened? Mr. Webster get himself shot?
Well, Mr. Webster's dead, all right.
Who killed him?
Well, that's what I aim to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to ask you fine people to stay where we are until we find this matter of murder resolved.
Just how long you reckon we have to stay here?
I don't rightly know. Oh, since some of y'all don't know me, my name is Sheriff.
I did it again.
Land sakes, we're trespassing the cockroach when the light comes on.
So is it true, Pop? Has somebody gunned down, snuffed out, put on ice?
Now, Sarah, I am on official business and I do not need a youngins underfoot.
But you promised me that I get to help you solve the next crime and haul in the bad guy.
Well, a dangerous killing is not the thing for a youngin. Now go home to your mama. Sarah, you know I hate seeing you cry. Oh, all right.
Thanks, Pop. Want me to frisk them?
No,
Want me to round up a posse?
no.
You want me to shut up?
Yeah, that'd be right nice. Now, I was just introducing myself.
Well, Pa, there sure is a mess of people who came in for the wedding.
They didn't just come for the wedding. They came for the prizes that Albert was gonna give out. Seems like they're out of luck now.
Pa, where's your badge? You can't be a sheriff without a badge.
Oh, shucks! I forgot to put it on this morning. I'm gonna go put it on right now.
Better go get it. These people want a sheriff who's properly dressed.
Folks, I will be right back!
I'll keep an eye on things while you're gone. My pa is a really good sheriff, but sometimes he needs a little help. Maybe you can help. Anyone see any suspicious activity this morning? Do you guys see any suspicious activity? You guys can tell me, or I'm gonna pick someone and force them out. So who saw something? Please raise your hand. I don't judge. I don't judge. I don't buy. I don't buy. You?
There have been some shifty characters walking around, all in black, moving things about.
I'll take note of that. Anyone see anything else? I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick. Don't let me pick. I'm gonna pick. Oh, phew! You little lady.
There's like a random lady running. Like so many people like running back and forth.
Oh my gosh. I'll take note of that too. Thank you so much.
There! I'm now properly dressed.
You look good, Pa.
Thanks, Sarah. Now, as I was saying, my name is Sheriff Tickle. Why is it you always have to laugh when we say our name?
Can't help it, Pa. Tickle's a funny name to have.
Just hush up and let me do my job.
Okay, Pa.
As I was saying, we cannot leave until we find this killer and put him behind bars.
Once we find a killer, then we get to have a hang, right, Pa?
That is up to the judge.
The judge is a pansy. Maybe we can hang him before the judge gets here.
Sarah!
All right.
Now, no, I did notice some very suspicious activity. But I think we should also question the rest of the wedding party as well. Exactly.
Sheriff, I know exactly who killed Mr. Webster.
Really? Who?
exactly who killed Mr. Webster.
Really? Who?
Virgil. I heard him say yesterday, and I quote, "Why? I have the mind to take my nephew, Mr. Webster, right here in the middle of the street in front of everyone." Here's that figure, it all went down. Mr. Webster was in his room, sitting there minding his own business, when Virgil snuck up the stairs. No one even noticed him because it was so early in the morning. He quietly knocked on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Mr. Webster, unaware of what was waiting for him, honest and Virgil opened it. Virgil entered the room and pleaded Mr. Webster not to make Killer May, on account if he wanted to make Killer May. But Mr. just laughed in his face. Virgil, they got on his knees begging for Mr. Webster to reconsider. But he just laughed again in his face and big better laugh this time. Virgil, now unable to control his anger, pulled out his knife and stabbed Mr. Webster.
But Mrs. Tisdale, Mr. Webster was not killed with a knife.
I know that. Just let me finish my story. Like I said, Virgil, now madder than a wolf in a hot day, had to stab Mr. Webster. But Mr. Webster was able to quickly see by Virgil's way, so he missed by hair. Virgil took his gun from Mr. Webster's desk and shot Mr. Webster dead. Bang! Then Virgil ran out.
Walking around a Virgil?
Just hang on there, Sarah. Miss Tisdale, did you see Virgil knock or gun down Mr. Webster?
No, not exactly.
Did you see Virgil enter Mr. Webster's room?
Well, not exactly.
Then what exactly did you see to know how it went down, Miss Tisdale?
I don't have to know, Sheriff. It's pissing all over my face. Virgil sliced up Mr. Webster.
Don't say that too loud. You just might end up losing your nose. Virgil was just letting off some steam yesterday. I need some proof before I go accusing a man of murder.
Well, here comes the murderer. Just ask him.
I'm telling you, I didn't do anything.
The sheriff said for me to haul you in, and that's what I'm doing.
Virgil, it's nice of you to rejoin us. Now I need you to stay here until I question you. Is that clear?
Why would you want to question me?
Just do as I ask, Virgil.
All right, Karen.
Now, Deputy Milton, can you make sure everybody stays here?
Why, of course, Sheriff. You don't have to tell me twice.
I have already told you twice. Now, I think that we need to go check on Mr. Webster's room again before we question the rest of the wedding party.
Want me to get my horse whip to make the talk talk?
That would not be necessary, Sarah.
Well, if you didn't do it, Darlene, then who did?
I don't know, Virgil.
I was in the saloon this morning, Darlene. I saw you go up to Mr. Webster's room. When the sheriff finds out that you were the last one to see him alive, and that you were his girlfriend before he decided to go marry Kayla May, the sheriff's gonna be hauling you off to jail for sure.
How I went to go see Albert this morning and try and find some sense into him. He can never be happy with that country girl. He needs a real woman like me.
What did he say when you saw him?
He refused to come to the door. I never saw him.
Where were you when the shot was heard?
That is none of your business.
The sheriff will want to know.
He wouldn't even know to ask. Unless you wouldn't.
Why not? After all, I was the best man.
Don't give me that. You know Albert only asked you to be his best man because you were seeing Kayla May before he swept her away from you. It was his way from your nose and it. I heard you were pretty upset.
I was, but not enough to kill him.
Just why would you be his best man after what happened?
I owed him some money. He said he'd forgive this month's payment if I was his best man. He was gonna take away my land if I didn't. I had to agree.
Sounds like you had just as much reason to put up Albert as anyone. Sure about me behind bars when he hears that.
He might just have you behind bars before me.
I'm not gonna sit around here and have him made a murder on me. I'm getting out of here.
But Deputy Milton won't let anyone leave.
We'll see about that.
Hi, Deputy Milton, nice day.
Yes, not stay, except for Mr. Webster.
Yeah, what a dreadful thing to happen on his wedding day. My Milton, you sure do have big muscles. Muscles? Yeah, I can see what a sheriff chose to be his deputy. So big and strong. Say, you might not go powder my nose now for a minute, do you?
But the sheriff told me to keep everyone here.
But surely you don't think he meant little old me. I hope he got long.
You'll come right back?
Of course, I want to be as near to you as I can be.
I reckon it'll be okay if you come right back.
Faster than you can look it.
Can we leave now, Sheriff?
Not until I identify the killer.
But I have work to do. Be hard of hearing. The sheriff for you to stay, so you will stay. You want me to put her in jail to keep her mouth from running off?
That would not be necessary, Sarah.
Sheriff,
Darlene left.
Milton!
Yeah, sure.
Did you let Darlene leave?
She said she didn't powder her nose.
So,
And then she blew in my ear.
how about I shoot your ear off? Pick up your badge
Yes, sure.
and go find Darlene.
Yes, sure.
Now, the window's locked from the inside. The killer had to leave the room without making any noise.
Yeah, pretty hard to do with that door. You hear when we're ready? Squeaks like heaven's orbit in the month of Sundays.
It did make a racket.
Maybe the shooter left the room another way.
Another way.
You know that everyone says there's a secret passageway out of Mr. Webster's room.
Just rumors. You see any other way out of the room?
Wouldn't be secret if you could see it.
That is true.
Sheriff, there's something I feel that I have to share with you.
Can't wait till we clear up this shooting.
It's just that, Sheriff. I knows who done it.
And who might that be?
Darlene. A lady killed Mr. Webster. Darlene is no lady. She's a saloon girl. I heard her threaten Mr. Webster after he threw her out.
Are you talking about Darlene's words with Mr. Webster?
Yes, you heard it too. Darlene said, and I quote, "It's a good thing to get my hands on your neck hour, right? Squeeze until your head popped off." Want me to help Milton drag her in?
Just hang on there, Sarah. Did you see Darlene enter Mr. Webster's room?
No, she's usually in the saloon, and I'm a lady. I would never go in there.
Did you see Darlene even enter the saloon?
No, but I know she done it. The same as I know the rooster's gonna crow in the morning. Here's what I reckon she done. Mr. Webster was probably just sitting in his room, all his money, which most likely was difficult since he had so much. But since he's used to that, he managed. Then, Darlene tiptoed up the stairs and rapped on his doors. Rap, rap, rap. Mr. Webster could hid all his money, not wanting anyone to see how much he had. Then, he opened the door to find Darlene. At first, Darlene was overly nice to Mr. Webster, if you know what I mean. She ran her fingers through his hair, got him real close. Then she put her hands around his neck and started squealing and squealing lemonade. So Mr. Webster went limp.
Just hang on there, Mrs. Hall. Mr. Webster was not strangled.
Wait, but there's more. As I said, Darlene formed a tie grip around Mr. Webster's throat and squeezed and squeezed lemons to make lemonade. But Mr. Webster managed to break free at the last minute and catch his breath. Then, Darlene had no choice but to shoot him dead. Bang! Then she escaped down the stairs. She came to the wedding today to throw off his suspicions towards her. She's a cold one, she is. I think Mr. Webster's a cold one now.
Now, Mrs. Hall, I'm going to need some proof more than what you reckon she's done.
You don't have to feel the rain to know it's raining! Get your hands off me, Milton! Box your ears up!
That would be better than having them shot off. I brought Darlene back, Sheriff.
Fine. Darlene, I need you to take a seat.
Why? I didn't do anything.
Just get over there. Now, Deputy, can you make sure everybody stays here?
I will do my best.
Your best has not been very good. You know, I think we should check in Mr. Webster's room about those hidden passageways.
Want me to get my magnifying glass to help us find it?
That would not be necessary, Sarah.
Kilmay! Kilmay! Is the wedding over? Hazel!
Oh my poor Kilmay, I was gonna come to the wedding, but then I thought, this is my Kilmay, my only daughter. Her and I haven't had it easy since her pa died. Mr. Webster threatened to take our land away, so Kayla May agreed to marry him. I told Kayla May not to marry him, to make it somehow that we didn't need his money, but my little girl was thinking of her mama. She thought that marrying Mr. Webster would solve all of our problems and we could get the farm back.
Hazel! Hazel! Mr. Webster's got cold feet.
Cold feet? You mean he's called off the wedding?
Well,
That's just fine with me. To me, this was not a wedding anyways. It was more like a funeral. Frankly, glad Mr. Webster got cold feet. Does mess up my plans though.
What you meant to say is Mr. Webster's been killed.
Killed? Oh well, serves him right. He was not a nice man enough. I guess he came appropriately dressed after all. Oh my poor Kilmay, she spent the night in town. Where is she?
We don't know. She ran off that way.
I have to find my Kilmay. Kilmay!
Sorry, Hazel. You have to stay here until the sheriff lets everyone go.
Milton, I have to find my Kilmay. Now get out of my way.
Sorry, Hazel.
Milton, you ever see a mom grizzly protecting her cubs?
Why, yes, I have, Hazel. Mama grizzlies are the fiercest creatures I've ever seen. Why, one chased me up a tree and kept me there for a whole day. I had to eat pine cones for breakfast. What's that got to do with everything?
I'm a mama grizzly gonna protect my cub. I have to find my Taylor May. Now get out of my way!
Sheriff's gonna fire me for sure.
Milton! What's that Hazel leaving?
She threatened to tear me apart like your mama grizzly.
And what do you think I will do to you? Go get Hazel back here.
All right, but I hope she doesn't rip my head off.
Well, there looks like there ain't no secret passway. That means that the killer had to leave without using that noisy door.
Or maybe no one was in the room and he was killed.
How could that be? Are you saying Albert killed himself?
No, because the gun was all the way on his dick.
Sheriff, I wasn't gonna say anything, since I don't like to put my nose in other folks' business.
Oh, really?
But I know who sent Mr. Webster on to the next life.
And I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
It's my civic duty, Sheriff, to help you solve this dreadful crime.
Okay, and who sent Mr. Webster onward?
I hate to say this, being a lady and all.
And all.
Hazel.
Hazel killed his mom?
I heard her say yesterday, not that I was eavesdropping. I'm not that kind of person.
Of course not.
But I heard her say, and I quote, "You are an evil man, Mr. Webster. If you ever come on my land again, I'll run a pitchfork through your heart."
Now, Miss Pickens,
Here's how she carried it out. So, this morning, after milking the cows, feeding the chickens, slaughtering the hogs, the farmer endless, Anyway, she had the pitchfork in hand, and she remembered what she said just yesterday. She had to do it. So early this morning, before people walked the streets, Hazel slipped into town and quietly stopped Tippy coming past his sleeping pad. She ascended to Mr. Webster's room and tapped lightly on the door. Tap, tap, tap. Mr. Webster, just getting from a night of restful sleep, answered the door. Hazel entered with pitchfork in hand and asked Mr. Webster to cancel the wedding. But Mr. Webster just chuckled and asked Hazel to leave. But Hazel, being like a mama bear protecting her cub, lunged at Mr. Webster with a pitchfork.
hold on there, Miss Pickens. Mr. Webster was not killed with a pitchfork.
Of course not. As I was saying, Hazel lunged at Mr. Webster with a pitchfork, but Mr. Webster was able to just to make the rage of a mama bear come out of Hazel even more. She grabbed the gun off his desk and shot Mr. Webster, bang, giving him cold feet. She then descended down the stairs and finished being her life song. But no one could really blame her for doing that to Mr. Webster, don't you think?
Thank you, Miss Pickens, for that insight.
He's leaving her black, like she was going to a funeral.
I'll keep that in mind when I question the rest of the wedding party.
The sheriff told me to bring you
But
back.
I have to find my Taylor May. You want me to show you my mama bear anger?
Your mama bear anger doesn't scare me as much as the sheriff's anger. Now, you stay with the group, Hazel. I brought Hazel back.
Fine. Now, I think I'll leave Sarah here, just to make sure everybody stays where they are.
I don't want to have to babysit Milton.
Please, Sheriff, give me one more chance. I'll show you I can do it.
Okay, I'll give you one more chance. Just one more.
I won't disappoint.
Too late for that, Milton.
Pa, did you see the bullet hole through the door to Mr. Webster's room?
Sarah, this is a saloon. There are more bullet holes in that door than there are fleas on your dog.
Someone could have shot through the door.
That'd be some mighty fancy shoe man who was straight across the room through a door. But maybe we should check out your theory. Take a closer look at the bullet holes in the door.
Gladys? What's the matter?
Hi, Harley. I'm just worried about Kayla May. I have never been so anxious, upset.
Gladys,
overwhelmed.
Gladys. Go on.
Sorry. I left Kayla May in the room down the hall just before the shooting, and I haven't seen her since. She was acting mighty nervous, but then so would I if I had to marry Mr. Webster. These 5 people said that she ran down the street, but they haven't seen her since. I'm getting kind of worried, restless, disturbed.
Gladys! I'm worried too.
I had to go and try and find her.
But what about Milton?
I'll take care of Milton. I had to find Kayla May and make sure she's alright.
Sorry, Gladys, but you can't leave.
I had to find Kayla May.
The sheriff wants you to stay here, so you have to stay here.
Milton, you get out of my way, or with just one kick, your roasting day will be over!
the door and into Mr. Webster's bedpost. Didn't happen too long ago from the looks of it, though.
Yeah, it might be good to keep in mind when we crush the rest of the wedding party.
You don't believe Miss Dilla's, Miss Caroline's, and Miss Beverly's stories, do you, Pa?
Of course not. There's no proof.
So, who do you think is guilty? I want to see you hanging.
We just can't be hanging people because we think they're guilty.
I don't see why not.
Because this is a law-abiding town?
Then I would have to live in the wrong place.
Sheriff, I think I need to tell you about some suspicious activity.
Suspicious activity?
She came out of the saloon just after the shot. She looked very suspicious and she might have even done it.
And who might you be talking about?
Gladys.
Gladys? You think Gladys killed Albert?
Yes. Why else would Gladys hightail it out of here now?
She left.
Faster than a fox after raising a chicken ass.
Well, don't you worry, Mabel. Just take a seat and we'll get to find her. Milton!
Yeah, sure.
Did you let Gladys leave?
Gladys.
Yes, Gladys.
Well.
Well,
Well, she threatened me.
threatened you.
Yeah, she threatened to kick the rooster out of me.
You have to be strong, Deputy Milton.
Well, that ain't so easy, Sheriff. I've been threatened to be kicked, torn apart, and have someone blow in my ear. It's kind of tough.
When this is all over, you and I are going to have a long talk. Now just go get Gladys back here.
I just hope I can curl in the morning.
How did Gladys live? You want me to get my dog pot to help Milton track Gladys down?
You know, Sarah, that dog can only track down her food dish, so that would not be necessary. But you know, I think we need to check on Mr. Webster's body again. I have a hunch he still has something to tell us.
What are you thinking, Pa?
I don't know. But we definitely know that a body can't talk. But he can definitely show us something.
I hope you ladies don't mind, but I need me some advice.
Advice? Well, me and my friends are always ready to help our fellow townsmen. We're even known to give good advice occasionally.
You see, I've been looking for a while. Now that, well, Mr. Webster got cold feet, I'm hoping Kayla May will see fit to marry me.
Kayla May? Marry you?
I knows I don't have all the money that Mr. Webster had, but he didn't love her like I would. How can I get a fine lady like Kayla May that knows me? I mean, how do you get a fine lady like Kayla May that knows a plain guy like me?
How about flowers?
You really think flowers will work?
Fine ladies always like flowers. I do.
I saw some daisies just outside of town. I'll go pick them and give them to Kayla May. Maybe there'll be a wedding after all.
Milton, you don't plan on having children, do you?
The sheriff wants you back here, so you have to stay here.
Gladys, what happened? Did you find Kayla May?
No, and Milton here won't let me go look for her.
If you have a problem with that, you put it up with the sheriff.
I'll just do that.
Excuse me, Milton. I have to find some flowers for Kayla May. Here. Here.
Can't let you go either, Harley. Sheriff's orders.
But Milton, I have to find some flowers so that Kayla May will marry me.
I thought she was marrying Mr. Webster.
Now, how can she do that? Mr. Webster got cold feet.
I guess that's so.
Is that sheriff?
Rats! Sheriff's gonna have my hide.
A lot, Sarah.
Like what?
That body is as cold as a frosty morning.
Yeah, so? What does that mean?
You'll see. Who left this time?
Oh, Sheriff, how'd you know that Harley left?
Harley left?
It was my fault. He tricked me.
The real trick is getting you to do your job. What am I gonna do with you?
Sheriff, I know how hard this job's gonna be.
Well, when this is all over, maybe you should start looking for a different job. Now go get Harley back here. I'm so sorry, Harry.
All right, Sheriff. You're like a yo-yo. Found him!
Harley, do you mind if we talk to you?
Or sheriff?
What are the flowers for?
For Kayla May. I've been looking for a while, and I figured Kayla May is just the one.
But she was gonna marry someone else.
Not anymore.
You want a wife bad enough to kill Groom?
Yeah, I reckon so.
I'll get the hanging rope.
Just because Mr. Webster's dead doesn't mean I killed him. I came to ask if we could make it a joint ceremony, thinking I could finally wipe that morning so that took me back the night before. I never thought about giving Mr. Webster cold feet so I can marry his bride. That just wouldn't be right. But now that someone has gone and done that anyway, I figured killing me is in need of a groom, so here I am.
Honest fellow.
Sure seems that way. Say, Harley, did you hear the door to Mr. Webster's room after the shot?
The door?
Yeah, squeaks loud enough to wake the dead. Well, maybe not that loud because Mr. Webster's still dead.
Nope, I didn't hear no door open.
Did you see anyone in the hall this morning?
Yeah, Virgil. He was coming down the hall from Mr. Webster's office.
Wonder what he was doing in Mr. Webster's office.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to find my killer man.
No. You just hang on there, Harley.
But Sheriff, I have to find my killer man before someone asks for her hand.
I don't think that'll happen right soon. Now, go on, take a seat.
Yeah, Sheriff.
You gonna catch him, Virgil?
That's just what we're gonna do next.
I'll look out for you. Virgil!
I could have shouted, Sarah.
But that's what you have me for.
Yeah?
Virgil. Harley tells me he saw you come down from the hall in Mr. Webster's office just after the shot was heard.
That's right. After all, I was the best man. I was waiting for Mr. Webster to come down.
In his office.
I wasn't in his office.
Then where were you when the shot was heard?
Where was I when the shot was heard?
Seems to be an echo in here, Pa.
I was checking on the wedding cake in the room next to Mr. Webster's office.
Checking on the wedding cake.
Yep, checking on the cake.
Did you see anyone?
Yeah, Harley was in the hall.
That confirms what Harley said.
Nothing say they didn't do it together.
Say, Virgil, were you in Saloon this morning?
Yep.
Yeah. And did you see Miss Webster?
Nope.
Did you see anybody go up to Mr. Webster's room?
Go up to Mr. Webster's room.
There's an echo again, Pa.
Now, Virgil, you better be telling me the truth.
Darlene, I saw Darlene go up to Mr. Webster's room.
Oh, looks like we're gonna have an ambulance.
Just hang on there, Sarah. I think we need to talk with Darlene first.
I'll go get her for you then.
That'd be right nice.
Sheriff, Darlene's a little mad at me right now, so don't go believe everything she tells about me.
And why might she be mad at you?
She might tell you that Mr. Webster and I didn't get along, but we were friends, good friends. Also, she was invited to the wedding.
You and Mr. Webster, friends.
Of course, that's why I made me his best man.
Didn't seem that way yesterday. You had some words to say about him out here in the street.
Oh, that was nothing.
Of course not. You join the others now, Virgil.
You want to see me, Sheriff?
My Darlene, I just not know why you were gonna attend the wedding of a man who dropped you.
Like a hot potato?
Sarah, hush up.
I don't think I like what you're implying here, Sheriff.
I am not implying anything. I simply want to know why you were gonna attend your ex-boyfriend's wedding when you weren't invited.
I'm sure the lack of invitation was just an oversight.
Now, Darlene, you better be answering my question. Why were you gonna attend the wedding of a man who you said, and I quote, "You're lucky I don't get my hands around your neck, Albert, or I will squeeze until your head popped off."
I never said that.
I heard it myself. I could tell you were pretty upset when Mr. Webster dropped you.
Like a hot potato!
Sarah, hush up and let me do my job.
I was upset at Albert,
I'll get the hang, bro.
but I didn't kill him. I'm sure he would have come to his senses, marry me rather than that country bumpkin. I just wanted to do within earshot when he did.
Speaking of earshot, where were you when the shot was heard?
Sarah, I will do the questioning, and I was getting there. Where were you when the shot was heard?
Where was I when the shot was heard?
You heard my Pa.
I was checking on the wedding cake.
Checking on the wedding cake.
You're the wedding cake.
Did anybody see you?
No.
Uh-huh. Say, were you in Saloon this morning?
No.
Did you see Mr. Webster?
No.
Did you go up to Mr. Webster's room? Because I found out you did.
Who told you that?
Makes no matter who, did you?
Yeah.
Virgil! So, say, what did you say, Miss Webster, when you saw him?
He refused to come to the door. I never saw him.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Maybe you better ask Virgil about how he owed our money and how Albert stole Kayla May from him.
Is that so?
That is so.
Thanks, darling. Just join the others now.
Seems funny that she didn't see Virgil checking the cake, too.
Yeah, seems that somebody's lying.
They'll tell the truth if I get a hot branding iron, Pa.
That would not be necessary, Sarah. But you know, I think we should check on this wedding cake. Seems mighty important to too many people here.
That's a fine idea, Pa. I am a little hungry.
We can go eat it, Sarah.
Why not? There ain't gonna be a wedding anyway.
Because it's evidence. You know, I think we should take a peek into Mr. Webster's office as well while we're checking on the wedding cake.
What for?
Simply trying to get all the facts about the murder, Sarah.
What you got there, Virgil?
Land's sakes, Gladys, it's not nice to sneak up on a guy like that.
I wasn't sneaking. And just what are you hiding?
I ain't had nothing, Gladys. Just mind your own business.
Oh, well, you have to be so rude. Why did you tell Sheriff when I went up to Albert's room this morning?
I did not.
Yes, you did. He told me so. So I told him that you owed Albert money and that Albert stole Kayla May from you.
You did not.
I did too.
Why, you backbiting rattlesnake?
You wiggly weasel. I will never speak to you again.
That's just fine with me.
Oh, fine by me.
Fine.
I'm not waiting around any longer. I have to find my Kayla May.
Sorry, Hazel, you need to stay here.
Milton, I have to find my Kayla May and I'll get out of my way.
Can't do that or the sheriff will skin me alive.
Hazel, just what in tarnation do you think you're going to milk?
He wouldn't let me go looking for Kayla May.
Sheriff, you need to arrest Hazel for assaulting a law officer.
Arrest me?
Well, don't you worry, Milton. Hazel wasn't going to hurt you. Say, Hazel, why don't you take a seat? I'm sure we'll get to find Kayla May soon.
She gave me a pain in the neck.
You're a pain in the neck. Now, did you see that there was a little ruffling into Mr. Webster's desk?
Yeah, it's like quite a bit.
Sure did. And did you also see the wrapping paper next to all the gifts?
Oh, wow, Paul, he knows everything.
You gotta have a sharp eye to be a law officer.
Sheriff, I have to find my Kayla May.
Well, don't you worry. We'll get to find her. Let me get Milton. Milton!
Yes, Sheriff.
I need you to go find Kayla May. Seems like you're better at finding people than keeping them in one place.
That's because I have a nose like a bloodhound.
Smells like one, too.
Say, Hazel, you weren't exactly keen on the idea of Miss Webster marrying your Kayla May.
Ain't no secret, I hate that idea. I'll get the aim, bro. But I wanted what Kayla May wanted. She wanted to marry Mr. Webster. She wanted to get the farm back for her mama. I told her the farm wasn't worth marrying that man. Nothing worth marrying that man, but I did what I had to do. Are you sure you don't want me to get the aim, bro?
I'm sure, Sarah. So what did you do?
I let Kayla May have her way.
Are you sure you didn't stop the wedding by giving the groom cold feet?
Of course not, Sheriff. I was planning on waiting until after they got married to give him a full fee. That way, Kayla May would get all of his money. That's a great idea, Pa.
It sure enough is. Say, Hazel, were you in the saloon early this morning?
No.
And did you hear the shot just after Kayla May came on through?
Well, I wasn't in town to hear the shot. I arrived late.
You came late to your own daughter's wedding?
Well, I was gonna come at first, but then I thought I couldn't do that to my Kayla May, so I rushed over here and arrived after Mr. Webster's found dead.
Are you sure you didn't come into town early this morning and give Mr. Webster a visit?
Heck no, gotta milk the cows, feed the chickens, and slop the hogs.
Okay. Well, we'll get to find Kayla May. Just go ahead and take a seat.
You best hurry, Sheriff. You know it done it yet, Pa?
Not just yet.
Sheriff, you've got to let Hazel or I go look for Kayla May. She may need us.
Huh. No one's out finding her. But I need to talk to you first.
Why do you need to talk to me?
Just trying to get all the facts of the murder.
You don't think I did it, did you?
I didn't say that. But I just want to know where we were when the shot was heard.
I'm not sure I want to answer that question, Sheriff.
Want me to twist her arm?
That's not necessary,
Okay.
Sarah.
If you must know, I was checking on the wedding cake.
Checking on the wedding cake. Did you see anyone?
No, I was alone. After I heard the shot, I ran to Kayla May's room to make sure she was all right, but she wasn't there.
Kayla May wasn't in her room?
No.
Then where'd she go?
I reckon she was upset to have Mr. Webster turn up dead on a wedding day and ran out.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and take a seat. Seems interesting that
I
Gladys...
found Kayla May, Sheriff.
Oh, Mom, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Kayla May. There, everything's gonna be okay.
Well, what am I gonna do? I won't be able to get the farm back for you. Mr. Webster told me he would give you back the farm if I married him. Do you think I can marry a dead man and still get his money?
sorry about your wedding.
Thanks, Sheriff. It's been a hard day. Seeing my fiance dead, having my dream of getting back to farm fade away, it's been hard. Dang, this is a difficult case, Pa. How are you gonna find out who the killer is?
Well, there just seems to be some stories that do not add up.
Seems there's a lot of fibbing going on.
Yeah. Seems that a lot of people have something to hide. But only one of them had their finger in the kite, though. Now the rest are telling tales.
Yeah, Pa. We should line up the suspects and let the wedding guests help us catching them. They gave you some real good observations while you were sprucing up. Maybe they could help again.
That's a fine idea, Sarah.
I'll line up the suspects. Virgil, Darlene, Harley, Gladys, and Hazel, line up. I got this, Pa. I just know what to do.
You go ahead, Sarah.
All right, folks. This is your chance to help us catch a killer and see us a hanging. You guys got any questions for these suspects? Do you want me to force you guys again? I'll pick someone. How about you? I'm looking at you.
Let's see here.
You with the glasses on your face. You. On the bottom of you. Yeah, you. Not you. You. Yeah. Do you have any questions for these suspects?
A lot of people were checking on the cake. Can I ask them what type of cake it was?
Since four of you were taking a cake, what was the flavor of the cake?
Wedding cake. Yeah, it was wedding cake.
It was wedding cake. Wedding cake?
Yep.
Who else? You!
A number of the suspects said they were checking on the wedding cake as an alibi when the shot was fired, but all of them said they were alone. I think you should maybe double back on the ones who gave you that story, you and your pa, and find out how they can all be alone at the same time checking on that wedding cake.
Yeah, Virgil.
Or we could not double back to that.
Anyone has other questions for these suspects? Yeah?
I have one. Well, my colleague here is saying that, Gladys, what's on your face?
What's on my face? Right here?
No, the other side.
Right here?
Right there.
Wait, I don't see.
Looks kind of like
Right here?
icing.
Wait, right here?
Like right
Wait,
here.
right
I think you should check out what's on her face. It looks like
This
icing.
is powder, baby.
Powder?
This is powder.
Oh,
The
yeah.
1800s, baby.
Yeah. It's just powder,
So we
but
gotta blend that in.
it's fine.
Let's settle down. Thank you to our wedding guests. Y'all gave some very good questions and we had some interesting answers. Now, great work.
Hey, Sheriff, you know who done it?
I think I do. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a killer among us.
Want me to get the paperwork ready, Pa?
Just hang on there, Sarah. I think we missed a couple of things. Darlene and Virgil, you two both say that you were checking on the wedding cake. If that is so, why didn't you see each other?
Virgil, he's lying. I was checking on the wedding cake. He wasn't there.
I knew I was Virgil.
I'm not lying. I was checking on the wedding cake.
Well, Virgil, if you were checking on the wedding cake, why do you not see Gladys in there as well?
Gladys? She's lying. I was checking on the wedding cake.
I knew it was Gladys all this time.
I was checking on the wedding cake and I didn't see you, Virgil.
Now. Somebody is lying.
I think I have the answer. Yep, it's frosting. She had her finger in the cake. I just love cake.
Well, seems that Gladys is telling the truth. Now, Darlene and Virgil, that means you two still have something to hide. Darlene, do you mind if I check her bag?
I do mind.
Oh.
Are you Darlene, we're gonna have a talk about that afterwards. Now, just what are they?
Salt and pepper shakers you bring to a wedding.
Who brings salt and paper shakers to a wedding?
Why, those look just like the salt and pepper shakers I gave at the wedding gift.
That's why there was wrapping paper all over the floor where the gifts were. Looks like Darlene has been helping herself to some of the wedding gifts.
That is not true. Well, it'd be easy enough to check. Milton, why don't you head over to the wedding gifts and make sure that Gladys's gift is over there.
I'll do that, Sheriff.
Okay, I take the shakers. That's where I was when I heard the shot. I figured that I deserved something since Albert wasn't gonna marry me.
Good work, deputy. Do not let her leave. And I mean it. Now, moving on to Virgil. Come up here. Say, Virgil, we saw that somebody was going through Mr. Webster's desk. And I wonder what that somebody was looking for. Say, Virgil, what's that in your pocket?
These ain't nothing.
Thank you, Milton.
Here, Sheriff.
Just what I thought. These are loan papers. Seems that you owed Mr. Webster a tidy sum of money.
Looks like we're gonna have a hanging at last.
Hang on, sir. This does not mean that Virgil killed Mr. Webster.
I didn't kill him.
Then where were you when the shot was heard?
Alright, Sheriff. I was looking for those papers. I knew Mr. Webster kept them in his downstairs office, but why would I kill him? Once I had the papers, planned to destroy them, and he couldn't prove I owed him any money. I had no reason to kill Mr. Webster.
That's true. Get on back there. Now, Harley, you are another person that had been to the saloon that morning.
Well, yes, but as I said before, I just wanted to ask if we would make it a joint ceremony. I can't rightly pay for a fancy one with wedding cake all myself. I guess I'll have to now. Seems I'm worse off with Mr. Webster being dead.
Sheriff, not to be indelicate, but knowing how much Harley owes the mercantile, I figure he can't possibly afford a wedding on his own. His story makes sense.
Dang, I'm never gonna get to see me hanging. But if Virgil, Darlene, and Harley didn't do it, and Hazel was planning on giving Mr. Webster cold feet after the wedding, and Gladys was checking on the cake,
Then, who done it?
That only leaves one person. Kayla May!
Me, but why would I kill my soon-to-be husband?
Well, it is no secret why you wanted to marry Mr. Webster.
Yes, but I agreed to marry him so we could keep our farm.
explain that one, Pa.
I don't understand. Well, one thing we overlooked is that the groom has cold feet. That means that the body had to be killed over 12 hours ago. So I imagine that when the saloon was loud, somebody crept into the room and shot Mr. Webster dead. Then slammed the door and nobody heard it because the saloon was loud. And earlier, Kayla May had said that her dreams faded when she saw her fiance dead. But we all know that nobody exited the room after the shot was heard. So I think that Kayla May killed her husband last night when the saloon was loud, and this morning fired a shot to drag us to the body. And that's why the door wasn't heard this morning, because it was never opened at all.
He said he changed his mind, that he wasn't gonna marry me, that he was gonna take the farm from Mama and me after all. His gun was on his desk. I only grabbed it to scare him, to make him change his mind. But then he tried to grab it from me, and he went off. I didn't mean to kill him. Oh, Kayla May. Oh, I'm sorry. Sheriff, I'm turning myself in.
Yep. Don't you want to get the hang rope now?
No. I'm kind of sorry for, after all, it was an accident.
Sheriff!
My Milton, what's got you all wound up?
Sheriff, what's it?
Him who?
Him on one book, I'll show you.
Hang on there, mister.
Albert Webster.
He's unavailable.
Sheriff, look, it's him on the wall poster.
My deputy! I think you just call yourself a bank robber! Good work!
It's all in a day's work, Sheriff.
Now, round him up.
It'll be my pleasure. All your family, Mr. Bank Robber.
My. Now, just hang on there, folks. I need to keep you for one more second. Darlene and Virgil, you two both admitted to stealing from Mr. Webster, and we just cannot let that go.
Want me to haul me, Pop?
Go right ahead, Sarah.
It will be my pleasure. Come here.
He's dead and
Come here.
What's
What's
even
even
How
better?
could you do
You
that?
you want to get
Everyone
caught and you
hates
go to
you.
jail?
I was-
I'm too pretty for jail.
That's my little girl.
It's a shame there ain't gonna be a wedding.
Yeah, it's a real shame to let a good wedding cake go to waste. You know, I've been looking for a while. You think that maybe you and I